I can show you your butt, shining, shimmering. Oh God! Alright guys, welcome to a special late night edition of That Couch Gamer. I'm going to actually be doing 30 minutes of uncensored, unadulterated pleasure. But first let's get some heart pieces. So I left this off here with the fisherman here. We're going to do a little jumping game. Just come here with a bunch of money. Because you may fall in the water. Like sometimes with the torches switching directions you get screwed up because you're trying to do it too fast. Just take your time. It's not a big deal. Go as slow as you feel you can. Because if you go too fast, you end up just jumping in the water and you'll lose. And then you have to, I believe you have to hook shot back to the tree. Oh, fisherman wants to see us do a little jumpy jump. So now you're going to hear me probably go a little quiet as I do this because I don't want to lose focus. Because you have to get about 20 to 25 points to get the heart piece. Like I said, take your time. It's not you're not in a huge rush because the torches light pretty fast. And like I said in the previous episode, don't put on the bunny hood. You'll overshoot it, and you'll be moving too fast to actually maintain very good control. Make ample use of your Z button just to keep a steady camera angle so you don't screw up your jumps. Yeah, I'm already at 14 points in a minute. We're just hitting the minute mark here. So like I said, take your time. You should be able to easily get the points. Don't rush into it. It's a common mistake, actually, because you think you don't have as much time to do the whole, just to get as many points as you can. And you notice it'll start just kind of repeating itself, just making you go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. That kind of gets a little tedious. My favorite's when it does the back and forth between the farthest two torches, because then you just keep jumping back and forth, and it's so easy, so fast. So we've got our 25 points. I believe there's only 20 we needed, but better safe than sorry. And just keep jumping, it'll time out, and then you'll get your heart piece. And then we have a really long part coming up, which is the reason why I decided to do an extra long episode, is because we have to go get, hopefully, go get all the frogs with the Don Garo mask. And I can't remember if we've gotten them all or not. Like, I know I've gotten the one from the Great Bay Temple, but they're also in other places. So there's one that's already in the lake in the mountain village when it's springtime, so we don't have to worry about that one. So we've got two knocked down right now. We have one that's in the laundry pool of Clocktown, which I'm not sure we got either. So we're going to warp back there right now. And then there's another one that's in the southern swamp, which I know we don't have. And you have to get to it via the southern swamp. And you'll use the Deku Mask, hop along the lily pads. You don't have to actually take the boat ride or anything again. So this is where now you want to use your bunny hood, because it's been a while since we put that sucker on. And when it comes time, because I have to go beat the Snowhead boss again to make it springtime. So I may just do that and cut that out for you guys so you don't have to watch me do that whole fight again. We're doing all this literally for a heart piece. You're going to get 5 separate frogs to get a heart piece. So now there's one on the log in the southern swamp. And then there's one in the Woodfall Temple, which we have to go get back to the boss room to get. But I don't remember if we did it before or not. I have no way of remembering. And I think actually as I'm doing this, I might have to go get every frog again when I reset time. So you know what, I'm actually just going to do that right now. Because I just don't trust that I don't have to do all this again and waste your guys' time. So I'm going to go beat the Snowhead boss all over again, which shouldn't take me too long. And then we will be right back. So keep those ears tuned to the dial, right here on the midnight shift. Alright, folks, welcome back to the midnight shift here on the Couch Gamer. Sorry about the little hiatus there. I went ahead and just beat the Snowhead boss just so I wouldn't have to do that later and show you guys all that crap. And we are missing only 2 frogs, both of which are down here in the sexy, wet southern swamp. Not too hard to get to. Follow the little lily pads here will get us some hot frog action. Link doesn't mind getting a little wet. Hopping on them sexy, seductive lily pads. Alright, enough of that. So they're just through here. We passed them on the way to the boat ride. Just kind of got to shoot over to a log here. You can see him hopping as he brains out over there. Right along, switch off your little mask here. Use our trusty Dongoro mask we've had forever. So he'll shoot off over there, and then we're going to immediately just warp to Woodfall. Love how the mask covers his eyes so he can't see Jack. Shoot over to Woodfall. We gotta run clear back to the boss room where we fought the gecko. And I believe we have to even fight him again. But we will see. Of course, you gotta play the song you originally played to get in here, which, for some reason, I can remember the Goron Lullaby every time. I can never remember this one. And then for those of you that were wondering what I was doing at the beginning of this episode, you can see me swimming through the air with the Zora mask on. That's actually just one of the little codes my little platform version of the game has. That I can, it's just, I press L to levitate and I can just literally fly with the Zora. It's actually really funny to use. But with that code, it also eliminates any need to use the hookshot whatsoever. I don't have to bother with that at all. So now, instead of boring you with getting to the gecko all over again through the temple, I am just going to probably cut right to that. But we'll see. We'll get to the room and see how fast I can remember where it is. I know you get the arrows right after you beat that boss, so let's find out here. The temple should still mostly be done. Whoop. Since we have fire arrows, we're just going to use those right now. Might as well push the switch, get us some ladders in case we need them. Because you never know. Okay, so if I remember right, he should just be in this room over here. Nope, different bathroom. We're very familiar with our friend here. Two swings, that's all it takes with our new awesome sword. So when you open that, it should just be, I believe it's a 50-piece rupee instead of the heart. I can't remember where he is. And now I'm also still going to record some episodes tomorrow, just so I promised you guys I'd upload episodes on Christmas and Christmas Day. This episode's going to go up here tonight before midnight, hopefully. I'm going to be done here in about 18 minutes. And I'll get this up before midnight tonight, depending how long the editing takes. Here we go. This is our little bastard. Now, take off your fire arrows. You're not going to need them, obviously, because remember this fact before. Let him do his little spinniness. You guys know the standard drill here. And done. Now we can go ahead and get our heart pieces and get on with our lives here. So once again, put on the trusty Don Gero mask. Could be Don Gero, Don Gero, I'm not entirely sure. And then we can finally go warp back to the little mountain village and get our reward. And with the water melted, we actually can get another heart piece right away as well with the Zora mask. Which is in the lake where you found the Elder Goron, where he was frozen forever. It's actually right there behind him. So you can use the Song of Soaring to warp out of the back out of the dungeon and get out here and just warp immediately to the mountain village. I'm pushing it pretty close to getting to the final day and everything, but as soon as I'm done with that, we're immediately going to warp, or go continue on with the actual story. So, as you can see, the village is thawed once again. And you run over to where your little frogs are. They're going to sing us a little happy song here. Ling just conducts. Okay, so we've got two pieces of heart, and we're going to go ahead and go get a third. To which I'm just going to put Goron Mask there, Zora Mask there, because as you know, my favorite mode of travel is by Goron. Just dive into the water here, and sitting in a chest is our next heart piece. Okay, so now what we're going to do is basically go back to town, deposit all of our rupees, and reset time. So it's going to be just a minute here. Now you're not going to need the Zora Mask again for a while, which is good. Not too much swimming, you know. So feel free to put on whatever masks you need. There we go, play our little song of time, reset everything, we're going to lose all our crap as usual, and then we're going to go to our next new area. Where we went to a little bit before to get the stone mask, which helped us with the pirates. We're actually going to go explore Graveyard. Remember to slow down time, because every time you restart time, you have to do this. Give you the maximum amount of time you can, so it gives you, like I was saying, I think in the first time I ever played the song, 6 days instead of 3. Summon your horse because you're going to need it to get back into Iconic Canyon. She should come from... Bam, there we go. And as always, I suck at riding the horse. Even more than I thought, actually. There we go. And you just gotta climb the small ledges around here to get into the graveyard. I want to say there's a heart piece just right down here. But it might be something we have to do later, so we'll just hold off on that. Okay, so when he asks you to awaken him, you do have the Sonata of Awakening. Yep, which is our little Deku Scrub song. And it's actually a boss fight. And you can stun him with your bow, your hook shot. If we can keep up with him, that is. Oh, of course. Okay, that's new. So basically what you get from that is a captain's hat. It's a new mask, so I didn't end up getting that. So I'm probably going to retry this here on the next episode, actually. Looks like I'm actually running out of time here. So I will see you guys back on the couch. I'll grab some money while I can here. Alright guys, see you later.